Okay, good morning everybody. My name is Keith Thomas and today I'm going to be taking you through an overview of the Textlocal Messenger 3.0 SMS platform. And just as a bit of housekeeping before we set off, I just touch base on some aspects of the system from this front screen here. So the software is hosted entirely online. There's no software to download and you can access this from anywhere that you have access to the internet. It's funded entirely by buying SMS credits, which are there to send SMS messages, and it's one credit equals one message of 160 characters or less to one UK mobile telephone number. The credits are purchased on a prepaid pay-and-go basis, which you can buy up in the top right corner of the screen here and select the bundle size of credits that you want to purchase. As I mentioned, there's no monthly fees for having a Textlocal account, and the accounts are given to you free of charge. Across the top of the screen here, we have all of the features within the platform. So we have the ability to send messages, receive messages, contact group management, mobile pages, vouchers and tickets, our survey tool, and then some reporting features. Down on the middle of the screen, we have some basic stats showing you how many messages have been sent, how many messages have been received. And then further down near the bottom, we have some general news feeds, tips, and general information. So naturally, the first thing we need to do in order to send some messages is import some contact data into the system. In order to do that, we're going to go to Contacts and Contact Groups, and we're going to create a group. We can give this group a name. And it brings us to this screen. So as you can see at the moment we have no contact data in here, but across the middle of the screen we have the options for telephone number, first name, last name, and then access to 3 custom fields. So telephone number, first name, last name are all self-explanatory. The custom fields work on a mail merge basis, so if you do have information that you want to insert into the text message, you can have that information in the custom field, and each individual within your contact group will receive different bits of information depending upon what's imported. A good example of this would be a booking slot at a restaurant. In one of the custom fields you could have the table booking and time and date and send out a reminder to the customer with that information inserted into the message automatically. When it comes to importing the information, there's 3 ways in which you can go about it. So it's the add, paste, upload option here. And we can type in the number and contact details one at a time using the add single option. There's also the ability to copy and paste in a list of telephone numbers into the system, which you can do using the paste list option and pasting your numbers into this box. And then the most efficient manner to import the data is via an Excel spreadsheet using the upload option here. So you'd organize your data in an Excel spreadsheet with the column headers that we mentioned on the last page, and you'd import them in one bulk lot. Now there is a 4th way in which you can add data to the system as well, and that's using one of our inboxes. These can be found using Receive, View Inboxes. What we're looking for is a keyword on a shortcode. Now we have an example of a keyword on a shortcode here, which is webinar on 66777. So basically these are database building tools. What you would do is customize the first part of this keyword, in this instance webinar, to a word that represents your business or campaign that you're sending, and then you have a short telephone number that's easy to remember, which is 66777. What you would then use in other traditional advertising messages is advertise this keyword and shortcode combination in all the places that your target audience are going to see it. So perhaps on the tables in the restaurant, on the bar top, perhaps on any display screens that you have up and around the venue, with a call to action to text in. So text in for discounts, text in for win, text in to receive updates about menu changes. What will happen is naturally over time people will start texting into this number and automatically opt themselves into your database. Another neat feature of the keyword on the shortcode is we also have the ability to add an auto response. So anybody that texts in will automatically receive a message back from you. To configure these, we go into settings, and it's this option here which is send an auto response to each incoming message. Anybody that texts in this keyword webinar to 66777 will automatically receive this message in response. Now we've also got a inbox set up on this system which I'm going to ask you to text into in a second or two. So if everyone who's taken part can reach for their mobile phones for me now. And if you launch your text messaging app and then text the word euros, so EUROS, to telephone number 62277. Once again, anyone who wants to take part in this, if you send a message right now to euros, send the message euros to telephone number 62277. I'll just give you a few moments to do that. Okay, so hopefully by now you've all texted in and you should receive an auto response back with a link in the body of the text message. Now these links are a core piece of functionality within the Textlocal system, and it's basically the ability to add attachments to SMS messages free of charge. The way the attachment works, it's a clickable hyperlink. You'll click on the hyperlink in that message and it will start a download straight to your phone. So what you can put behind that download is pretty much unlimited. In terms of the restaurant industry, you're going to be thinking of menus perhaps, special offers on a PDF format. With the main benefit of this being it's fully trackable. So we can pull a report afterwards that tells you of the X amount of customers that have texted your short code, which have actually gone on and clicked on the link within the message. Obviously, once you've got your database in the system, naturally the next thing that you'll want to do is send a text message. To do that, we're going to go to Send and Send Text Messages. Within the platform now on the left-hand side of the screen, we'll have all of the contact groups that you've imported into the system. So if you want to send a message to the entire database, what you would do is quite simply put a dot in the circle next to the contact group, and over on the right-hand side of the screen here, we're going to type out the message. Above here, you'll notice there's another core piece of functionality with this send a name feature. Now, this is the ability with Textlocal to send a message from your business name rather than a telephone number. Benefits of sending from business name are quite clear. If your customers can understand straight away where that message has come from, they're more likely to respond to the message in a positive manner and set out and do what the messages are trying to achieve. Real point to remember when you're using a sender name though is it's a one-way communication tool. So in this instance, if we sent the message from webinar, webinar doesn't exist as a destination on the phone networks, so the customer is going to be unable to send the message back. Now for one-way communication marketing, you wouldn't necessarily want to reply to the message, and on that basis it's best to send from the sender name. Occasionally you may want to send a message that does need a reply, and for that service we have the simple reply. Again, dot in the circle selects the simple reply service. We lose the ability now to send from the sender name, but Textlocal will send the message from a telephone number on your behalf, and any reply messages will come back into the Textlocal platform and be found in your inbox section up here, and they can also be set to forward on to an email address free of charge, so you wouldn't need to monitor the platform waiting for your replies to come back in. Moving on to the body of the message. Normally when you'll be typing out a message, we'll be typing hi Keith or hi James, but not everybody in your contact list is going to be called Keith or James. So here we have some other core functionality, which is the ability to insert names into messages. To do that, we use the Insert Merge Fields option and select first name, You would then continue with the rest of your message. So 20% off all food and drink for this weekend. For more information, click here. Now, we mentioned earlier on within the platform, we have the ability to add attachments to text messages free of charge. To do that on an outbound message, it's the option here to add an attachment. We click on this, and it's going to prompt us to upload a document to the system. Supported file types are listed here. Pretty much anything that you can attach to an email, you can attach to a text message free of charge with Textlocal, only paying the cost of the initial message. The only limitation on the file size is 10 megabytes. So for a menu or special offer flyer, that's going to more than suffice. If you do include sound and video files, then you'd probably eat into that 10 megabyte quite quickly. We also have the ability to add trackable links to text messages as well. To do that, it's the short link option. This is useful if you want to direct your customers to your website. Again, it works in a similar fashion to a bit.ly link, so it's a shortened version of the link, so it's going to take less characters in your message. But as you can see, it's also fully trackable as well in terms of which mobile telephone numbers have clicked on that number. So you can follow up on the back of any text campaign with the people that have been interested enough to click on your link. Another useful function of the short link is to direct customers to review pages on TripAdvisor and other review sites. Obviously, in the restaurant industry and the hotel industry in particular, reviews are critical to improving your standing on the TripAdvisor page. The fresher your reviews, the more reviews you have on there, the higher up them rankings you're going to go. And it's always the old adage that people who've had a bad experience are more likely to leave a review on your TripAdvisor page. What you can do using this service is target all of your customers and hopefully get people that want to leave good reviews as well. Scheduling messages you can do using this option here. So if you tick the box to schedule, you can set the time and date that your message goes out. Research that we've done here at Textlocal shows best time to send messages, especially in the food and drink industry, is going to be early evening, so people are going to be sat at home. They may well have their mobile phone directly in the hand when you send the message, and your message is more likely to be read instantly. Further down, we have the ability to include an opt-out message as well. By including an opt-out, you're going to give your customers a free option to remove themselves from your database and receiving future communications from you. In this instance, the stop code is webinar stop, and the short number is 66777. So anybody that texts that code to that number will automatically be removed from your contact groups. Now, we don't actually delete the number. What we do is we store it in a separate group up here called opt-outs. While the member is in that opt-out group, if you were to re-import a new database, we'll automatically cross-reference against the customers that have opted out, therefore helping you to stay compliant. Once you're happy with the content of the message, quite simply, we hit send message. It's going to give us a preview of the message. At the moment, it's not going to send to anybody because there's nobody in this contact group test, but it'll give you a preview of the message, and then there'll be a green button to send message. I'll give you an example of that on a different group. So if we use the contact group demo, send message. And we can see here, we have the option to send message now. And the cost of the message is 63 credits because it's going to 63 customers. Moving further on with the platform, you may have noticed at the top of here we have the ability to create mobile pages, vouchers and tickets, and surveys. So I'll touch firstly on the ticketing. Okay, so here we've got some examples of our vouchers and tickets. So these can be sent via SMS straight to a smartphone user and then be redeemed in your venue using your EPOS system or the Textlocal app. We can create single redemption vouchers, so one-time use vouchers. These are perfect for discounts, special offers. When the customer redeems this code, it can't be used again, and the code is unique to each customer, so it can't be passed around from customer to customer. Over on the right-hand side of the screen, slightly different, although it looks similar, it's the loyalty card. So these can be redeemed multiple times, and you can set rules within the system. This one is set up, so buy 5 coffees, get your 6 coffee free. So once this barcode's been scanned 5 times, you'll receive an alert within the system telling you to redeem the offer, and the customer can also receive a text message which says, "Great, offer redeemed." There's a cost to send tickets and loyalty cards over and above the initial cost of the message, and it is 2 credits to send a loyalty card, and it costs you 0.2 of a credit for each card that is redeemed. Moving on to the mobile pages. And these are being created for those of you that don't have a mobile optimized website. Just going to go back a step. And here's an example of how some of our past clients have created mobile pages. So again, these are sent via SMS. It's a clickable link within the SMS, and this page will download straight to the smartphone screen. Again, if you are looking at special offers or menus, you could perhaps create them on these mobile web pages and send them straight to your customers. Really easy to create. If we click on New Page, we get a picture of a mobile phone smart screen, and it's basically what you see is what you get. So you can start dragging and dropping images onto this page and quite easily tailoring a page to your business. When these pages are sent out, you'll notice that we also have these merge fields as well. So it is possible to configure these pages for each individual customer. If you do have any questions on creating mobile web pages, if you want to maybe get in touch with ourselves and we can walk you through a step-by-step process of creating one of these. And then surveys. Again, within the Textlocal platform, we have the ability to create feedback surveys that you can send to your customers. These surveys are sent again via SMS via the clickable link. Your customers will click on the link and download the survey to the phone, and you can set questions within their star ratings, multiple choice drop-down boxes, open type feedback areas. Anyone who's interested in the survey, there is a video helpfully on the website. If you click play on that, and that will take you through the step-by-step process of sending a survey. And then finally, we'll move on to the reports. So 2 reports that you're generally going to be most interested in. First report is found in SMS group messages, and this is your delivery report. When you come into here, you'll see the campaigns that you've sent and how many messages have been delivered, how many messages are still pending, and how many messages have been sent to invalid numbers. It's good to make a note of any invalid numbers within your database and move them, as we do charge for sending to invalid numbers, but the message will never be received. Second report is short links. In here, we'll have a list of any links that you've sent via text. It will show you the number of clicks that each link has had, and also can be fully exported with a list of telephone numbers that have clicked on the link. So research shows that generally people will only click on a link if they're interested in your offer or promotion. So you can come to this report, download a list of interested parties, and then follow up on the back of the campaign. Now, we have had some questions come in regarding the keywords on the shortcodes during this demonstration. First one is based on price. Keyword codes can be purchased from Textlocal at a cost of £25 per month. We do apply discounts on that purchase for bulk purchases of 6 months or 12 months, which is a 10 and 20% discount respectively. The second question we had on the keywords was this option for sub-keywords. So within the platform, you have the ability to create sub-keywords for your business. So if you had your brand in here, say it was the Royal Oak Pub and you had your keyword oak, if you're running a competition perhaps, you could have the sub-keyword win, which is free of charge. You would then get your customers to text oak space win, and any responses to that campaign will go into a separate inbox, helping you to manage the keywords more effectively. And that's it for today. So if there is any questions and anyone has any further queries regarding the SMS platform, you can contact us directly on 01244 573 240. That's 01244 573 240. And my colleague Tom will be happy to answer any questions. Thanks very much for your time today. Bye.